Hello, welcome back to my channel. So we have been discussing till now the vertebrate series and we have completed till amphibia. Now we will be going to discuss about the class that is Reptilia. And if you have not watched the previous video regarding the vertebrates, what are vertebrates, how many types they are divided, and what are the major classes, their characteristics, and what is the difference between vertebrate, non-vertebrate, these are all present in the playlist that is vertebrate series. I will mention in the description box. Do watch it and share among your friends. So let's start, that is the Reptilia. Before that, I am going to give a quick description what we have been discussing till now. So, the phylum Chordata is mainly divided into two types, that is Protochordata and Urochordata. Protochordata is known as lower chordata, okay, and Urochordata is known as the higher chordata. This is the, what is the difference between the lower chordata and higher chordata? I have already mentioned in my first introduction, that is vertebrate. And lower chordata is further divided into hemichordata, urochordata and cephalochordata, which we have already covered. Next, coming to the higher chordata is mainly divided into two basic category division, that is the gnathostomata and agnatha. What is agnatha? Agnatha are the jawless and gnathostomata are the jawed vertebrate. And gnathostomata is again divided into two broad categories, that is spices, which we have already discussed, that is the fish category, and tetrapoda are again divided into four major classes, that is the amphibia, which we have already covered, reptilia, aves and mammalia. So in this video we will be discussing about the reptilia. So let's begin. What are reptiles, you will be wondering. So reptiles name came from their locomotion. Okay. By the mode of locomotion, they are called as the reptilia. Why they are called so? Because rapier is a Greek word which means crawling. As you have seen, the reptiles, maybe it lizard, crocodile, snakes, they undergo locomotion by crawling movement. So that's why those animals which undergoes a crawling locomotion is categorized into this class, that is reptilia. Apart from that, one more interesting features about reptilia is that they are fully adapted to terrestrial mode of life, and these are the first class of vertebrate that is fully adapted to the terrestrial mode of life. And this study of these reptiles is called herpetology. And why do we call them reptile? Because of their mode of locomotion, as I have already told you. And what type of habitat do they show? They may be burrowing, they may be terrestrial, they are carnivorous in nature, and they are cold-blooded. And if you see a reptile, their body is divided into four major regions, that is the head, then is the trunk, neck, then is the trunk and the tail region. Okay. And in some cases, some reptiles, that is the snakes, do not have the limbs. This is the important feature, this point, that is the limbs are absent in some lizard and in all the snakes. And their exoskeleton is usually horny, and they are three-chamber heart, and the respiration takes place through lungs, as they shows the terrestrial mode of life. The sexes are separate, that is male female are different, as well as what are the type of development do they show? They have oviparous type of reproduction, that is they lay down the eggs. These are the certain characteristics which are present in the class reptilia. Moving to the classification, the reptilia is divided into five major broad categories subclasses, that is Anapsida, depending upon the skull, Europsida, Parapsida and Synapsida, which is already extinct, okay, and Diapsida, which includes the Rinkocephalia, Squamata and Crocodilia. And in this video we will be discussing mainly about the Anapsida and the Diapsida. Why? Because these three are already extinct. Okay, so we will be discussing about the Anapsida and the Diapsida. So what are Anapsida? Anapsida are those classes which includes the turtles and the tortoise, or you can say these are the primitive reptiles, and the order is Chelonia. So the turtle and tortoise belong to the order Chelonia. And what is the major difference between the turtle and the tortoise? That is, the turtle lives on the land and tortoise lives on the turtles lives on the fresh water and the tortoise lives on the land. Okay, so these are the major difference between the two, that is turtle and tortoise. And their body is short and broad. You can see their body is short and broad, and they have an interesting feature is that they are covered by a shell. A shell is covered by the body. By the shell is present for the protection purpose. If they find any danger, they will they will reverse back their head and their limbs inside this shell. They will protect themselves from the any kind of danger if they find. And they have three chamber heart, as I have already told you, and a single copulatory organ will be present. Under this category, Chilon, that is terrestrial tortoise and turtles will be present. Okay, so this is the difference or the class that is includes the Chelonia. Moving to the Rinkocephalia, which is categorized into the Diapsida. So Diapsida is divided into three orders, that is Rinkocephalia, Squamata and the Crocodilia. What are they? We will be discussing. So Rinkocephalia are the elongated, you can see these are elongated lizard-like animal, and they have pentadactyl limbs as well as clawed limbs, that is the limbs are having their digits. And incompletely four-chambered heart, no copulatory organ will be present in the male. Okay, and they have acrodontant teeth. What is acrodontant teeth basically? So acrodontant teeth are those teeth which do not have roots. They will be attached free to the surface of the jawbone. So they will be freely attached. If this is a jawbone, they will be freely attached to the jawbone, and this will be not present inside the jawbone. So these type of teeth are called as the acrodontant teeth. Example is spinodon. This is a spinodon which belongs to the Rinkocephalia order. Moving to the Squamata. Squamata consists of mainly all those lizards, reptile, okay, lizards and all the snakes are belong to this category. Their size may be small as the size of a lizard or may be large like that of a snake. And usually all the snakes are limbless and endoskeleton, horny endoskeleton. They will be also having the acrodontant and pleurodontant teeth. And male have, this is an interesting feature, the male have reversible double copulatory organ. So double copulatory organ will be present in case of this order Squamata. Moving to the Crocodilia, all this belong to the three, that is the Crocodilus, then is the Alligator and the Gavials. Okay, what are the difference between these three we will be discussing. First of all, let's see the characteristics of the Crocodilia. So Crocodilia are the large class. So they are large size. You can see these are the huge size as well as the body is also heavy. And their body contains what is horny scales will be present, as well as this characteristic feature apart from the Reptilia, as I have told you that the Reptilia are three-chamber heart, but exception is that the Crocodilia are completely four-chamber heart. This is the exceptional cases. Okay, and they have a grooved penis. A crocodilus, that is crocodile, gavials and alligator belong to this category, and their clawed will be, they have the clawed web like feet. You can see these have the web like clawed like feet, and they are laterally compressed. You can see these are sidewise, laterally they are compressed but elongated and huge. And one more important thing is that the tail region of this, mainly this order, that is Crocodilia, that is tail region is really very long and strong. That is, with the help of the tail only they can kill animals. Okay, so the tails are very very powerful, as well as they have thecodontan type of teeth, that is, the teeth will be embedded in the jawbone. Okay, the limbs are very powerful, as well as apart from the tail, the limbs are also very powerful. Okay, now we will be seeing the major differences between how you can differentiate which one is crocodile, which one is alligator, and which one is gavials. For distribution of basis, you can see these crocodiles are mainly found in Central America, Africa, Asia, etc. And alligator is found in North America, China, and gavials, that is in India, what you see is the mainly the gavials. Okay, not the crocodiles. Okay, Asia also crocodiles are present in India, but majority the Indians have the gavials. And apart from that, what is the habits? Okay, habits means what is their nature, or what is the behavior. So according to that also you can say that which one is crocodile, which one is alligator, and which one is gavials. So crocodiles are very aggressive in nature and dangerous to man. This is very important point. Okay, so these are very aggressive. Alligator are less aggressive, that is they attack when they are provoked. If you provoke them, if you instigate them, if you do something that will aggravate their anger, then they will definitely attack you. But crocodiles are less aggressive. Then gavials are only eat their fish because of the narrow throat. So you can see, according, if you arrange them according to their danger or aggressive nature, or you can say which one is more harmful among these three is the crocodile, and which one is the least harmful, you can say the gavials. Okay, and the body length, you can say that the crocodiles are huge. By the size you can be seeing that crocodiles are large, and then there comes the gavialis, and then comes the alligator. Okay, alligators are small in nature. So by seeing the size also you can distinguish them, and by seeing the color also you can distinguish, that is the crocodiles are olive green in color, alligator are steel grey, and dark olive green in color as the gavials. Okay, and one more interesting feature which distinguish them is the snout, that is the nose region. So the crocodiles have the long and pointed snout. You can see these are the crocodiles, they have the long and pointed snouts, and alligator have short, broad and rounded united up to fifth toe. You can see there, this is the alligator. Alligator have the rounded, you can see these are the rounded nose. Okay, these are the rounded nose or snout. And gavials, you can see that is the interesting distinctive character is they have long slender snout, that is very sharply pointed, that is long slender. Whenever you see gavials, you can see they have the long slender snout. So this belongs to the gavials. Then these are the certain features we can mainly by their habits, by the body length, color and snout you can distinguish among them. Then moving to the interesting feature, that how to distinguish between a poisonous and a non-poisonous snake. Okay, so poisonous snakes, there are many still research are growing on. You cannot see by seeing that somewhat you can say, but not exactly. Okay, still very much examination is required, but certain points like the tail are laterally compressed in case of poisonous snakes, and non-poisonous they have cylindrical tail. By the tail you can see. Okay, and their head scales, that is the head region scales are triangular in nature. Okay, whereas the non-poisonous belly scales are small. What are the examples of poisonous snakes? That is the cobra, crate, python, milk, snake, etc. So let's see this diagram and discuss certain points regarding that. Let's see. Okay. So these are the sea snakes which are the poisonous, and they have the flat tail. Okay. Whereas land snakes that are the non-poisonous have cylindrical tail, which I was talking about. So the non-poisonous snakes, you can see these are the scales. The scales will be uniform and small in size. You can see these are the scales, like this scale, or in this pattern if the scales are present, you can see these are the non-poisonous snake. Apart from that, the poisonous snake, you can see the head region, their head scaled presentation, you can see that how they look like. In this poisonous snake, the scales are very small. Okay, you can see the scales are very small, whereas in case of non-poisonous, their scales are very large, and some poisonous snakes also have the large scale. Okay. Apart from that, the cobra head view, this is the cobra head view, and this is the crate head view. This is the poisonous. So this is all about the characteristics, features of the how to distinguish between poisonous and non-poisonous snake, and this is all about the reptilia. Hope you have understood this chapter and this main portion, and this is a vast portion, so I have tried to summarize it, how much that is important regarding exam point of view. And also there is one interesting that is chapter, that is biting mechanism of snake. That is also very interesting. We will be discussing later on, after completing all this phylum, we will be discussing that one also. Then if you have not watched the video series, that is the evolutionary biology, I have also made. Then physiology, vertebrates, invertebrates, all are available on my channel. Do watch it, and if you have any doubt regarding that, please comment and share among your friends, like also, and press the bell icon. If the when I will be discussing any video or uploading any video, you will be notified to that. And this is all about. Thank you and have a nice day.